I watched as my breasts were forced into different shapes, heat flushed across my face, and the embers of my desire roared into a full-blown blaze. My breathing hitched, and my moans grew more uninhibited and desperate. Gemma, Liam said softly, you have some congested lumps here. If we don't treat this properly, you'll be very prone to breast diseases in the future. I see. Please, keep going. I managed to choke out. I heard the small massage table creak under the weight of his movements, and yet the sensation of being so meticulously massaged left me addicted. Suddenly, his hands pulled away. I snapped my eyes open and looked at him with a dazed, confused expression. What is wrong? Only then did I realize my voice was trembling. I just need more cream, Liam said, scooping out another dollop of the white cream. I'll be working on your thighs now. Please recline slightly on the pillow. Okay. Even though I was still shy, the anticipation of his touch had completely eclipsed my sense of shame. Following his instructions, I sat up slightly. As I looked down, I saw that my chest was coated in the white cream. When the air hit my skin, it sent a cooling shiver through me. Fingerprints were left scattered across my chest, and the tips were glistening with moisture. Anyone could see that I had been toyed with, but I had no idea this was only the beginning. Liam kneeled on the table. Before I could react, he used his knees to force my legs wide apart into an M shape. My damp lower body was laid completely bare. The flimsy mesh of my panties was already soaked through, clinging to me and hiding absolutely nothing. The sheer vulnerability of the position sent a spike of panic through me. I instinctively tried to sit up and cover myself, but Liam stopped me and gently pressed me back down onto the table. Gemma, please relax. Don't move. The next part is the most critical part of the treatment. If we stop now, all the progress we've made will be wasted. Trust me, I am a professional. I tried to steady my racing heart. A moment later, his large hand slid along the insides of my thighs, applying gentle pressure. Every few strokes, his fingers would graze against my center. It felt like a beautiful tease. But to me, it was a devil's whisper. I had no power to resist. My heart was pounding so hard that I thought it might burst. Every fiber of my being was screaming for him to be bolder. As if reading my mind, Liam pressed one palm down firmly while sinking two fingers of his other hand into my center. He applied firm pressure with his fingertips. An involuntary, stifled moan broke from my lips. Is this right? I don't want this. Don't worry, Gemma. This is part of the treatment. Tell me, can you feel that emptiness inside you beginning to fill? Liam used one hand to pin my squirming hips to the table while the other pressed deeper. I lost all track of time, unable to tell how long his fingers had been lingering there. All I knew was that the tide of lust had pulled me under. I could only answer him with raw, primal honesty. Yes, I feel it. My whole body was shaking. I found myself arching my back, my hips swaying instinctively to meet his fingers. My sanity was teetering on the edge of a total collapse. A broken whimper slipped from my throat. I found myself aching for him to take it even further. Liam suddenly leaned over, pressing his entire body weight against mine. I could feel the hard line of his desire pressing right against me. I'll save you, Gemma. Just leave it to me. His hot breath fanned against my ear. Suddenly, he nipped gently at my earlobe. A soft, coquettish hum escaped through my nose. I feel so strange. I bit my lip, unable to say the words, but my body said them for me as I ground my hips against him, desperate for relief. I understand, Gemma. Liam flashed a satisfied smile. The docility in his eyes was slowly being replaced by a flickering sense of danger. With one swift motion, he pulled the damp, useless fabric of my panties to the side, revealing my slick terrain beneath. Enjoy your final treatment, Gemma. Liam let out a low chuckle before beginning his slow, steady invasion. Sorry, due to copyright issues, I am unable to continue updating the next chapter. If you like the book, search 625958 on Good Novel to read whole book.